Hey guys, it's Ryan with My Listing Club. A question recently came into the My Listing Club Facebook group from Alex Bishop. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing your last name correctly. But essentially, what he was looking to do was add a company team member section to a listing, with headshots, title, name, social media links, whatever. But I can say right off the bat that to automate that is currently not possible without custom development or if the team decides to add that as part of the theme. However, if you are willing as the website owner to create this on behalf of the listing owner, it is definitely possible. And I took a few minutes before this video just to take a quick stab at it. And I'm going to show you what I've done. And I kind of blew my own mind a little bit here because I learned something really cool just now about how to embed shortcodes, specifically Elementor shortcodes. I always knew you could embed shortcodes from Elementor all day long, but it's like how you get them to be unique in there for each listing. I've never actually taken the time to do that. So I'm going to show you how I've done that here. And I think it's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe you don't, but I think it is. Anyway, so once this video is done, it'll be published under menu, MyListing Resources. Scroll down, MyListing Q&As. This is a section on the club I'm building out. So eventually this will be searchable when there's enough videos to warrant that. If you have any questions, feel free to submit them and I will try to answer them here so everybody can benefit. Okay, so I'm going to close this down. Actually, my mouse battery's got issues, so I apologize. Oops, sorry for that. That was the battery falling out. 1 second. So unlike the MyListing theme tutorials, these are a little less polished, unrehearsed, figure it out as we go along type things. All right, mouse is working again. Okay, let me close this down. So here we have, let me just go up here. So here we have a MyListing sandbox website. This is just, testing purposes. It's got a demo installed, so nothing crazy. Go ahead and close this down. So what I've done here, I'm going to close all of this down. Okay, so very first step, back to the basics here. I created a listing type named company. We edit that. We have one field in there, and that is drop down here. You drop this text field in. Okay, just like that. I named that field company team, and the only change that I made was to not show it in the submit form, because there's nothing that that's going to be useless to show it on the submit form because it's all going to be done in the back end. Okay, and then under single page content and tabs, I created a single column tab because we want it to stretch all the way across to be able to show a good number of pictures across the screen. And then I dropped the shortcode into there, that shortcode block. And then with the shortcode block in there, I removed the label and I removed the icon, and then I dropped in this shortcode, and this is the part that's blown my mind a little bit here that I learned new. But we'll go over that. So I'll go ahead and leave this open. Jumping over here to Elementor templates, I created a template for listing X and listing Y, and the reason I labeled them like that is because if you're going to do this manually for people, you have to associate it with the particular listing so it's easy to identify. So we've done that here with listing X and listing Y. So if I go ahead and edit listing X and listing Y, or template X and template Y. What I did here was used the built-in team member widget from the MyListing team, so it's 2017. It's not great. I'll just tell you right off the bat, it's very basic. You can't really style it other than add this overlay. That's, I mean, you can't. It's just super basic. You can add your links and your your shortcuts. Sorry, I can't speak right now. You can add your URL links and icons and whatnot to your social media networks and whatnot. But that's it. But for the purposes of this video, just to show that it works, it's fine. So you probably want to look at creating these team members from scratch using like a combination of an image. Yeah. So real quickly, I mean, I can run through that real quick. So like drop an intersection in here with, 3 columns, an image, go back here, an image, like a heading for their name, and title and whatnot, and then social. Yeah, just real quick, you could build it out like this, no problem. And then actually what you could do is just then duplicate that column 3 times. However many times you want to go across, we'll just say 3. So that's personally how I would build it. I would do it by hand, custom, rather than this way. Let's just go ahead and make this one this, just so we can see the difference. Get this out of the way, insert. I could have just done this differently, but who cares for the sake of this video? Tommy. All right, there you go. And then we'll get rid of the 27 collective one here. All right. Yeah, and you could further optimize this better. So if we just did like that, for example, we wouldn't have the extra weight of the page. So I'm just gonna kill this, and we'll dupe this 3 times. With Elementor, you gotta like really keep the intersections low and the sections low and the columns low. Just it's there. That is clean right there. Okay. And obviously for mobile and stuff, we might have to adjust, but just for the sake of this demonstration, we'll just keep this video somewhat short. We'll leave it like that, and we'll click update there. Okay. So that's what we got. We've got, this is listing X, team X, and this is listing team Y, which is built with the 27 collective. Okay, then in the back end, what Elementor gives you is these shortcodes. Now, the question is, how do we get those shortcodes in each listing? So let's pull up our listings. Listing X and listing Y. So we edit listing X, and we see we have a company name, that company name field here, and we got a number 597. What the heck does that mean? But if we look back into our template for, again, we're on listing X, so we want to look at template X, which is this one. Sorry, let me go back here. Template X, which is this one. We see it's got an Elementor gives us this shortcode with 597 in it. So going back to the listing, 597. Looking at Y, we've got 588. For template Y, we've got the number 588 in there. Okay, so like this was just like on total whim. I thought, okay, let's just put 597 and 588 in those fields and nothing else, which we've got here. Now, if we jump over to the actual the listing type, this is where this is all magic, but this is where the magic really happens. So let me find those are the listings. Here's the listing. Oh, here's the listing type. Okay. So what we were saying here is, this is crazy. That's still blowing my mind. So if we just type in the shortcode company name, company team, that comes up. That's going to display. That's going to display whatever is in. Let me just take this out. If we just do this, and let me let's view these listings on the front end, listing X, listing Y. All it's going to do is display the number 597,588. But the magic is, what if we come back in here and we edit that shortcode block? Instead of that, we do this one. So basically we are just rebuilding what Elementor gives us, which is this. We'll copy this and put it in there so we can see side by side. So Elementor gives this, and we can just drop this in there and that's no problem. It would call that template up. That's no problem, but that's not going to work because every listing's got to have its unique team members in there, right? So what we need to do is rebuild this according to a way that MyListing will recognize it. And this is how we do it. We just take it all the way up here until the point it gets to where, how do we insert that 597? Well, we found out we can insert the number just by doing this. 2 brackets, company dash team, 2 brackets. Okay, so we're just taking what Elementor gives us, we're dropping in what MyListing is looking for, and that's it. That's how it's built. And go ahead and update this again. Now let's look at these listings on the front end. There it is, listing X. That's how we built it with our custom team. And let's refresh this. And there's the other way with the MyListing widget. Okay, and then if we look at like mobile, for example, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty good. But again, it's probably not what you want because you have to hover over the team name, the team member, to get their information. So let's look at this one. So it looks good. You can fit more on a screen that way. And then on mobile, yeah. And then now the sky's the limit. You've got Elementor. You can do whatever the heck you want here. All right. Anyway, pretty cool stuff. I hope you found this useful. This has got me thinking about some other stuff now. So my mouse is broken again. I got to fix my battery. But anyway, I hope you found this video useful. I know I did, and learned something in creating it. And all right, hope all's well. Talk to you later. Bye.